Okay, so this guy has a channel. It's
Alyssa, I was going
helping
to put
people in
gas, and I
Phoenix.
saw you and your sign and your
But
daughter.
this is happening all over the country because of
What
this
is happening right
pandemic.
now? What's going on with you?
I want people to pay attention. Plus, she has a way to donate to her.
I was a waitress for almost 11 years. And when the COVID hit, the whole company just went under. I was getting the pandemic unemployment for a while, and that was helping me. But they changed something on it, and I wasn't able to get it anymore. I haven't been able to find work. A lot of the places that haven't hired me is because I don't speak Spanish. And I live in a Spanish community pretty much where everybody you meet has to speak Spanish. I've met people on the streets who have promised me jobs and have given me their number, and I'll call them, and it won't be for an actual job. There has only been one guy out of, I don't even know how many, that actually gave me a real job. And he can't employ me every day. It's to help him do cleaning services, stuff like that, when his regular girls don't show up. Right now, I am struggling to keep me and my children off the streets. And when I can't work for the guy who normally hires me, I stand outside with the sign that says I'm a single mother and I need help. There are quite a bit of people who are generous, but there are a lot of people who judge me, who will come over and be rude, say rude things to me. I've had people call the cops on me because I have my children with me. And I've told everybody, you know, this is the best I can do. I'm not stealing, I'm not selling drugs, and I'm not prostituting myself. And right now, this is the best that I can do for me and for my children. And it's what I do is dangerous. It's hard to get up every day and have to know that I have to go out and I have to beg people for money. It's dangerous for me and my children. I once even had a guy who
Listen closely.
asked if I could prostitute my kid for money. Because I've had several men who have asked me, you know, well, I'll give you money, but what are you going to do for me? I shrug it off because I've gotten used to it. But this guy stands out because he asked me for my daughter, and my daughter's 6 years old. And I think that's when I realized how...
Okay, so you heard her say that a man solicited her, not for her, but for her 6-year-old daughter. If you're a woman in the same situation and somebody gives you a number to call and this is what they tell you, report them to the police. Please report them. Because when you decline, there's another mother out there that's so desperate, she won't decline her child. So for the protection of the children, if you come across somebody like that, please report them. Please, for God's sake, report them. Let her continue.
Dangerous it is to actually be out here and do this. There are a lot of crazy people around. There are a lot of people who are out for their own interests and not, you know, for my own interest.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3.
And you have your youngest with you right now with you?
No, I have my middle
Middle child.
yeah, with me because my oldest takes care of my youngest. He can't handle both of them, especially my middle one, because she's 6 and she's, likes to bounce around and play and stuff, and it would be too much for him. But that's where I'm at.
So the people that judge you, it could be anybody, right? It could happen to anybody, right? We can get sick, we can lose our job, our fortunes can change in an instant, and we might need help sometimes. So what you're doing is not illegal. You're doing what you need to do to survive and feed your children for right now. So don't feel bad. That whoever that person was that solicited your 6-year-old baby, that's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Unfortunately, that's what's out here. A lot of disgusting people.
Yeah.
But there are good people, okay, that want to help you. That's why I approached you and I said, hey, I have a channel, and maybe the Lost in Phoenix community can rally around.
That's his
you
channel
and
name is
just
Lost
get
in
away from
Phoenix.
here. You need to get away
So
from
there's a
people
lot
that
of
are here
people
coming
he's
up
out
to you.
there interviewing that you can help. A lot of them do have some kind of Cash App or whatever that you can assist them. They've created Cash Apps and things like that. So they will say their Cash App. Here, let her say it.
To help you out a little bit, do you know the name of your Cash App?
Yes, it's the $, and it's demonstrative 69. I can't remember how to spell it at the top of my head. But the name is Alyssa Felix.
ALYSSA.
FELIX.
That's your name, and then demonstrative 69 is the actual Cash App.
So her Cash App is $, demonstrative 69, and her name is Alyssa
I'll place that
Felix.
information in the video description, okay? I'm going to give you my card so that you can have my number in case we need to stay in contact. If you have any issues with your Cash App, whatever, you can reach out to me. But I'll be posting this, and the Lost in Phoenix community will reach out and try to help you a little bit, okay?
Were there any questions you wanted to ask me specifically?
How can people help you? How can people? What type of help do you need? Have you sought help from the city, from the government, as far as I don't know, food stamps or WIC or whatever all that stuff is called? There's housing subsidies, vouchers, and all that stuff,
You
right?
moms, I've tried a lot of things. Some things do work. Other places are just so overwhelmed with people that they turn you away a lot.
There's a lot of places, like I know there's a lot of shelters that are overwhelmed, right? It's a long waiting list, right? You have to be the first come, first serve, right? And sometimes people aren't in a position to be there, first come, first serve, right? So, and so that's why you're saying you have to resort to this, right? So, and how long has this been going on where you're out here?
It's been a couple of months now.
Does it help a little bit?
It does. There have actually been some pretty generous people who've helped, and
Free gas hack. What's good? It's your boy Benny Nose. Go to the gas station.
Oh, these stupid freaking commercials.
and I try not to think about the people who are mean, because there are generous people who are out here. And I mean, when I was doing okay myself, I was one of those generous people. I would give people, money, and whatever they did with it, they did with it. If they were really hungry and they needed food, and they went and bought food with it, okay. If they bought drugs with it, that's, I gave them the money. What they do with the money, that's what they do with the money. And I think a lot of people have the stereotype that when they give people money, it's just for drugs. And I'm not on drugs or drinking or anything. I'm just in a bad situation right now. And anything helps. That's, people who even just give me change, I tell them, anything helps. Thank you. Just change even helps. Just, thank you.
What if there's a person watching that's gonna watch this, and they happen to own a company, or they're a hiring person, what type of job would be ideal for you, and the hours that you need for your children? Like what type of work are you trying to look for?
Honestly, I've done so many different things. I've been a salesperson. I've been a secretary for somebody, desk person. The last job that I had, I was a waitress. So I can pretty much adapt to any kind of job. Like I was saying, the guy that does help me out when he has a job for me in the morning, it's to clean. So I do, various different things. Sometimes people even ask me, if you clean my house, I'll give you $20. And I've done that. Those are actual people that, I know I wouldn't do it with a stranger. But, anything helps. Anything helps.
Okay. And how would they get in contact? Do you have like a way for people to get in contact if they're trying to help you, or if they're trying to offer you a job, or words of encouragement maybe? Would you have a contact information for them?
I have, an email. It's ALYSSA0815@gmail.com.
Got it. Okay, Alyssa, so how much longer will you be hired tonight?
How much longer will I be out here tonight?
Yeah.
It depends.
When you come out here, what's your goal? Are you looking for, when I get $20, I'm out of here. When I get $50, I'm out of here. Like, what does it depend on with you being out here?
It depends on, like, what my electricity is looking like, because I've got the electric cart thing. How low I am on electricity, how low I am on diapers, how low I am on food, how close I am to rent's due. It just depends on stuff like that. Like today
I'm Sue and I have type 1 diabetes.
Okay, so I was on Big J's channel and we were discussing this last night. So this is very prevalent now. This is what we're dealing with. So while people are saying, oh, if we give out more stimuluses, the problem is we never gave enough stimuluses, and it didn't last. It wasn't like other countries where they did a stipend every month and help people out to get on their feet and to stimulate the economy. Right now, we're not out of the hole from this pandemic. And these are the people that are suffering. There's a lot of people suffering. Women and children, men, disabled people, you name it, they're out there. They're suffering. They're all suffering. And it's really difficult to get help. So when people think, oh, you can just get on welfare, you heard what she was saying. A lot of the resources she's trying to get help for her kids, they're turning her away. She's out on the streets literally begging, because not only for a job. She's not only begging to have a job, an actual job, but she's actually begging to be able to pay her light bill, to pay food and groceries for her kids. Like, this is something she's never done before. She's never gone to the streets to beg. And you had a man come up and actually solicit for her 6-year-old daughter. And this is exactly what I was saying to these men on YouTube when they wanted welfare to end for women, so that men, creepy ass men like that, can come up and solicit their children, which is what would happen and is happening. And she's proof of that. And the unfortunate thing, good for her, she wasn't taking any of that. She's not soliciting herself, and she's not soliciting her children. But there are women who will get so desperate that they will do that. I don't want to be in an America like that, and I hope you don't either. But anyways, she gave her Cash App, donate to her, help her, to get on her feet. If you are a person that has a business and can employ her in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, please do so. Please do so. This is a woman that's literally been a waitress and got shut down from the pandemic and then is cleaning people's houses. Literally cleaning people's houses for $20 goddamn dollars. Are you kidding me? Anyways, help her out. This is what we're dealing with. Not just her, but the man's channel is, he said his channel name in the video, but he's helping people in the Phoenix area and the homeless, and he's interviewing them. Go check out his videos. Go check out who he's, the people he's interviewing. And, if you can help.